we last left off. Oh yeah, I think we are nearing the end of it because the reward preview is one of the Eidolons. After returning from the Abyss, we split into two groups. Phanon and I headed to assist the battle-worn Maide, while Davy planned to harness Oronix's power to gather the memory fragments. Once this was done, we would devise a plan to journey into Castrum Kremnos' past, where we could join forces with Castries to destroy Nikador's immortal body. Love that for us. All right, I know the ball's right here, but I just want to see if there's anything else. Okay. So I just have to hit this. The way that ball wasn't even moving all that fast and somehow managed to like plow through those boxes. Like, can they be for real for 2 seconds? Like, it was going so damn slow. I just got my last superimposition on Bronya's light cone on standard banner. Congrats on S5. I lost, before I got double Herta light cone, I lost to Bronya's. So it was technically S2, but I wound up just like leveling it up. So I had 2 different copies for my other Harmony units just in case.
Nikador. They're still locked in battle.
I just want to make sure that the volume is good. I always forget to do that before I start the stream.
Take a look. This is pure genius.
Feeling lucky.
Upgrade configured.
Just in case. Ooh, a chest. Wow.
The battle is still raging. I can feel the intensity even from here.
We have our own battle to face.
Exactly. We'll only be able to help them once we've seen our own mission through.
Mem. Mem.
Here, memory complete. Give me fragments.
Mem.
Past, I recreate. I think it's so wild that like we're going in the past to fight Nikador. Homide simultaneously fighting present day Nikador. Memory complete. Give me fragments. Past recreate, I will. Mem. This is so cool.
Is that the gate to the past? Let's go, mister. We will unravel Nikador's secrets together.
The voice whispers are so good. They're so unsettling. Oh, this is like how it used to look before it was all like messed up by the Black Tide.
Kremnos. So this is how it looked like before Aquila closed their eyes.
What a magnificent sight.
The city of warriors. Its magnificence certainly lives up to its name. We should first figure out which era we've traveled back to. The memory fragments we gathered from Mem all point toward the final stage of the Chrysos War. We might be able to use that as a starting point for our deductions.
So this is what it feels like to be a time traveler, but we can just ask around.
We may draw suspicion this way. Castrum Kremnos is no leisure spot for tourists. We shouldn't draw unnecessary attention to ourselves. Let's start with the city's surroundings.
I feel like we've already failed
We
that.
might be able to gather some clues by listening and observing. Under all this resplendence is the distinct stench of death.
Did that say return illusions of the
Even the
past?
most magnificent of deaths can never be sweet.
I'm dead. me that.
Ah, you want this? Fine. Take it in.
Hello?
Hello?
What is it?
I know you're not ignoring us looking that, like, generic.
May I ask if you're here to join the competition?
Competition? No. I have no interest in meaningless sports.
So, you're here for Nikador's festival?
Utterly foolish.
I mean, you were literally just standing there doing nothing.
War has left its mark on many from this period. So please don't take it personally.
No, I think I will take it personally.
Crown Prince. Chryso, sir, what a joke! Maidemos is just a coward. Those who deserted Kremnos with him have brought shame upon the Lance of Fury. Despicable traitors will never bask in glory again.
But Maidemos is undoubtedly the mightiest warrior among us. Who else can we turn to now that he's gone?
What nonsense are you spouting? King Euripon, the rightful ruler of Castrum Kremnos, has not fallen. He still stands firm in this city and has never given up on awakening the great Titan. As long as we remain steadfast at his side, we'll reclaim our former glory and sow bloodshed and conquest amongst our foes.
King Euripon, right, of course. The people of this time wouldn't know the fate of that old king yet.
What
He
fate?
was killed by Lord Mighty.
Oh, well, that's kind of awkward.
No, I don't believe that Lord Mighty left out of cowardice. It was, in fact, a courageous choice. With that, we should have enough to determine the time period we are currently in.
Finest weapons for sale! Come take a look! The sharpest blades in all of Kremnos. Gladiator swords, maces, and bucklers crafted by the grand craftsman Cartonus himself. Ha-ha! Looking to breeze through your foes at the Kremnos festival? Huh. I've got the best weapons right here for you.
Are those really crafted by Cartonus?
I'm as honest a merchant as they come. Those boorish warriors know nothing about quality gear.
If you have to claim that you're an honest merchant, then you're not an honest merchant.
Ah, but you're not like them. With your air of sophistication, you must be a noble from one of the grand city-states, right? Here, let me show you what I have in stock.
The craftsmanship of a weapon reveals the time period it's made. We can afford to take a quick look.
Should I buy these? Should I buy these worried about the price when I have 22 million credits? Can I be for real for 2 seconds?
Mister, much as we're in a memory of the past, impulse buying is still an undesirable behavior.
Castries, let me live!
You're quite the high roller. Thank you, and please.
Not her,
May
literally.
I take a look at that weapon, mister?
Oh, she read me.
I've seen enough. Let's go, mister.
Leaving already? Don't you want to browse through my other wares?
I already bought 3 things from you. Leave me
Well
alone.
then, come back anytime. If you make it through the
She
festival
really
today.
did call me out. That was crazy. You know what, Oat? I'm glad I'm not the only one who bought them all. Thank you for making me feel sane with my decision.
Those weapons reek of blood. He made an effort to conceal it, but traces of death aren't something you can easily erase. I shudder to even consider.
Did he steal these
what
weapons
was
from the
done.
battlefield? That's
He
crazy.
didn't lie about the weapon being one of Cartonus' handiwork, though. Thanks to its inscription, I now have a fairly good guess of the time period we're in.
Oh, I thought you knew before that. I thought you knew prior to that, girly. Chloe, hi!
It's a scroll written in the common tongue.
Hope you're doing well.
We
Happy
should see
weekend.
what it's about.
5 Great Virtues and Festival Notice. At the action hour in the month of Redacted, Day Redacted, Kremnos Arena will hold a grand ceremony in commemoration of Nikador. Pray for Castrum Kremnos his prosperity, honing the battle souls of our folk, so that all may bask in the radiant glory of the Strife Titan's 5 great virtues. Unfearing of the blade at their throat, manifesting the visage of courage, unyielding to conniving treachery, protecting the crown of honor, unblinking of eyes burning bright, upholding the cornerstone of reason, unbending from wounds to flesh, forging characters of tenacity, undaunted of risking life to protect, embodying corpus of sacrifice. In the spirit of this gladiatorial festival, its warriors are all beacons of valor from all corners of Castrum Kremnos. The arena is in a wide open space. Warriors can don sturdy armor and wield sharp lances, marching on a path of onslaught and finally facing King Europon. Victors will seize fame, their names etched in glory, and the defeated will become fallen souls of heroes, unshaken in their pursuit of courage. The festival is a raucous affair, and eagerly awaiting a surge of warriors who jostle to pledge themselves to call forth the divinity of the Titans. May Nikador defend Kremnos for eternity.
Courage, honor, reason, tenacity, sacrifice. Nikador did live up to these values in his prime, but now... Kremnos seems to be hosting a festival where its victor can go on to have an audience with the ruler and be bestowed with honor. It's just as Mr. Damionis described. If we can pose as participants, we might be able to get into the city. Let's run through everything we know so far.
You have E6. Wait, that's crazy. Not you manifesting the guarantee for 3.2. You're a witch. You're a witch.
Lord Mighty has gone to seek refuge in Akama with some of his people. Old King Europon still reigns, though Nikador has fallen into a slumber. And Castrum Kremnos is now gathering warriors from all over in preparation for their festival.
But also congratulations.
It seems that we've traveled back
In
to
my
the last
alphabet
years of the
era
Chrysos
period.
War, a time when Castrum Kremnos grappled with both internal strife and the Titan's waning divinity.
Do you have a plan in mind?
The safest bet is to play by the rules. They happen to be hosting a festival in the city. We can try entering as participants. Let's make our way into the city first. We can then wait for the right opportunity to strike. When it comes down to it, I will take care of Nikador's kin.
Damn, I wish I had guaranteed going into 3.2.
That should be the place to sign up.
I don't want to pull anymore though.
Oh, such a pity. Those 3 warriors were so close to completing the trial, to emerging as victorious Kremnoan warriors, and to earning an audience with our glorious King Europon. And yet, they collapsed at the final hurdle. The fury-eyed Praetor swiftly hacked them down, reducing them to mere mincemeat. May Nikador recognize their valor and embrace their heroic spirits. Next! Do we have any more warriors ready for the challenge? King Europon awaits, longing for the first brave soul to survive and stand before him.
This competition sounds pretty brutal.
This was a time when life was valued far less than bread. People had to their eyelids at the savagery and death that had become commonplace.
Okay.
Oh, does no one have the courage to take up the challenge? Are you not prepared to wager your glory and set your lives ablaze under the splendor of Kremnos?
Let me through.
Why, it's you again, inarticulate fool. Unarmed, and yet you dare to think you can join the Kremnos festival? That's an insult to the Lance of Fury. I've told you before, this is a trial for 3. This is a trial that requires 3 people. If you can't even gather enough comrades to stand by you in life.
Oh, are we gonna help this dude?
It's time you went home and took up herding.
Let me through.
So you're not just inarticulate, but also hard of hearing. Keep up this act of nuisance, and I'll be sure to show you how uncivil we can get.
Teams of 3. Mister, this might be our chance. We can enter the city with him.
We'll be his teammates.
Huh? Who are...
You two.
I see what this is. As you wish. Good for you. The adrenaline-pumping scenes are becoming a bit tiresome. So adding a wildly mismatched interlude would make for a refreshing change and spice things up. Let
Now
the
her calling us an
trial begin,
interlude,
then.
that's rude.
Your only goal is to survive. As long as you still hold the breath of life, you'll either triumph over every trial and claim worldly glory, or leave your soul in Kremnos to become fuel for strife.
Have faith, mister. Lord Finon and Lord Mighty are still fighting. We must match their unwavering resolve.
Can we enter now?
Eager to meet your demise? Very well then. Let the trial begin.
Cloud Strife is gonna be the secret boss that we
Give
have
me
to
your
fight
names,
before we see the
warriors.
king.
Casterus.
Nice.
Casterus, Nias, and another. It is an honor
Not
to see your
another.
true faces
Not us being
revealed by the
another.
radiant glow of the blade
That
of
is
fury.
rude. That is so rude. Evil, good night.
In the name
Sleep
of
well.
the
Oop, hit my
five
mic.
virtues of Nikador, courage, honor, reason, tenacity, and sacrifice, stride through the holy city's gate and embrace your fate. May your courageous souls satisfy Nikador and fuel the conquests of Kremnos.
You know what, Miki? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, girl, all she has to do is touch the enemies. We just have to sit back and she'll just like be like, boop, and then they'll die. Why am I
Lord Mice,
worried?
May I ask, what is it you are fighting for?
Fighting needs no reason.
There's a child.
I seek only to crush foolishness.
They have fewer guards than I expected. I thought we'd be greeted with something more intense.
Do these battle-hardened people also have a taste for puzzles? Not the puzzles.
Meaningless. Why stall those charging for death's door?
Death is not part of our plan, Lord Nias. We should work on solving the puzzle they've set for us. Look, there are 2 braziers on that wall. Could they be some sort of hint? And those mechanisms protruding from the ground. Should we attempt to activate them? A prophecy tablet. Let's make use of the tools here to solve the puzzle.
Come on, endgame puzzle. There seems to be a pressure plate mechanism in the middle of the hole. Perhaps the weight of the ball can trigger it. Sure. Let's do a puzzle then. I'm so smart.
Look, we lit the brazier.
You seem quite familiar with these devices.
Huh?
Get out of my way. Man.
Open sesame. Time to twirl.
Sure, I'll play along.
Time to twirl.
Time to twirl.
Rumble, weakling.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Ma'am.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time to twirl! Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl! Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
The Titan's creations. When did they become so weak?
Why is he so angry? Okay, come over here. Come here, bruh. I'm trying to run fast.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Open sesame. Time to twirl!
Rest in peace.
Her result is so nice.
A dream.
But then again, it's me we're talking.
Bases of the ball holder statues have a rotating mechanism identifiable by the presence of the glowing blue pattern. At their base connection for those statues, you could adjust their orientation from the back to direct the ball.
Dreamless sleep is nothing but deathly silence.
Okay, so I need to get that power. It's all the way down there. I know what you are!
Is this the exit? Oh, let's focus on igniting the brazier.
Yeah, girl, I know. I was trying to go do that.
Onyx.
Oh my god, they're like, their radius is wide.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
There were so many numbers. I don't want to fuck with you right now. I'm busy. I'm busy doing this puzzle. I assume it's gotta go this way. Sure does. Nothing but a void. She's so optimistic. We did it!
The gate has opened, as expected.
A meaningless challenge to erode the patience of warriors.
This Nias dude is very, like, moody. He's very, very moody.
Barricades. We must find a way to remove them. Could it be a challenge that requires us to use the hand of Zagreus? Let's get closer and find out.
Hand of Zagreus can charge up and then sprint in a straight line, during which it will gain a certain degree of destructive power. How many things can his hand do? Hit the punch ability button to enter the aiming state. During this time, the hand of Zagreus cannot move. Drag the screen and adjust the direction, and hit the punch ability to perform a punch action. Okay. Oh. Hey, that's neat.
Than I expected.
Oh my god, I
Was
killed
this
the
giant hand
piggy.
really used for thievery in the past?
Okay, well I can't break those.
Zagreus, the embodiment of all things despair.
The way
Did you
ahead
hear
is
the
not
laugh? I'm assuming that was Zagreus's laugh, but like it was very aha coded.
clear. Lord Nias, before we move on, there's something we must explain to you.
You're not here for this foolish competition.
How did you...
You've been fighting to suppress your true thoughts within you all this while. You cannot deceive me. I know you have no care for that fatuous king's contrived glory. You can keep your motive to yourselves, so long as you stay out of my way.
His V8 popped the fuck off, though, I will say that.
I've said it before. To obliterate the deeply entrenched roots of foolishness within Castrum Kremnos.
Now the true challenge begins. This is where it gets difficult.
Meaningless forestalling. They are meant to taste defeat on the battlefield.
Battlefield. Wait a minute. Do I need to like... Oh, wait, don't. Okay.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Boop.
Expand your thinking. Open sesame. Time to twirl. Endless riddle. Nothing but a
We aren't scared of you. Don't bet. No, seriously. You can't scare me.
These goons are much tougher than they seem.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
This big diamond.
It's a real beauty. With a bit of sprucing up, no one will guess it's secondhand.
Who's talking? Ma'am.
No dirty. Watch your head.
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl.
Do you think they already have mem plushies available
Or maybe I'll
online?
take it all.
I feel like I low-key want to
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
on Plus Shop. We sexy go
Amazing.
look at Plus Shop
Come
after
again.
stream.
It's me we're talking about.
Wait. Hush. Listen.
Looks like I've hit the jackpot this time.
Who's talking?
I hear it now. That's...
Pretend you did not hear anything. Act oblivious. We'll find a way to make him come out of hiding. Stop at the next turn. If there's an assassin, we'll take care of him right there.
Me like looking around the corner as if anything's gonna happen.
Keep quiet.
They sure are quick on their feet. One bag won't be enough to hold everything. After this haul, I shouldn't have to scrounge for leftovers for the next few days. If only this festival could
Not
go on
this scam
longer.
artist of a weapon seller.
Now.
Oh. That's why all of your weapons reek of blood.
Well,
Is this
I
Sampo?
explain
Do
myself.
not insult Sampo like
You
that.
see, I...
Rogue, that was rude.
The arena, like a despicable lowlife. Prepare to meet Thanatos, thief.
Sampo does not have uggo hair like that. He may be a despicable lowlife, but he's my despicable lowlife, and I love him.
No! Stop!
Don't do it, Lord Nias. This isn't right. Please, let him go.
Turn around, girl. Look at the corpses of those we crushed. You can cut down warriors without a second thought, yet you show compassion to this scum. Give me a reason. Show me you're not as dumb as those ignorant fools.
Because he still knows how to fear death. Despicable or scum he may be, but he doesn't deserve to die here, nor become a sacrifice to the hand of Shadow. It is the darkest force in this world, and if left unchecked, all light will be consumed. To answer your question, it is never the desire to kill that drives me to wield a sword, but rather the fear of death.
Get lost, scum. Consider yourself lucky.
I love how he called him scum. He's like, you're a lowlife. You're.
Thank you.
He's like, you're a
You won't
loser.
see me around this city again.
You're
I
a
promise.
rat.
Your mercy is appreciated, Lord Nias.
Make no mistake. This is simply a commendation for your courage, not a sign that I agree with your ideas. If I understand you correctly, you must have overcome tremendous fear to dare to stand in the way of my sword. This trial isn't over. We should keep going.
Okay. Yeah, a rat like Sampo. He's my rat.
It's the same mechanism. We need to ignite the two braziers to unlock the way forward. Let's clear this trial together, mister.
I don't know how I feel about her calling us mister. So this one's kind of... So I feel
One
like...
more to go.
Leave me alone!
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl.
Me. Oh, that's like a puzzle.
The platform on the right is missing an iron ball. Do we have to summon a miracle for it to appear?
Yeah, these are like interesting puzzles. I like that we're like having to like kind of switch back and forth between two different like periods of time.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
It's like shots up. So that was just like I need to clear. Need to purify that first. That's what I tried to the puzzle. At one point, I was like, please just let me on with the story. Yeah, I mean, not that these are necessarily like hard,
Watch your head.
but there's a lot of back and forth. And so a part of me is kind of like, okay, like let me like,
Time to twirl. Open sesame.
don't delay me too much in the main story. Like you could save a lot of these for like side quests,
Amazing. But then again,
but I like them,
it's me we're talking about.
so I'm like, it's whatever. Okay, so we do this. I know exactly what I have.
That should have done it, right? Let's recover the miracle from the tome, mister.
So this one we leave or no? There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
take a look. Yeah, ma'am.
No dirty tricks.
This big diamond, it's all yours.
Ooh.
Nothing but a void. Time to twirl. Expand your king. Watch it crumble. Time to twirl. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about. Ha!
I literally love these faces.
Are there others who made it this far?
Never underestimate those who step into this arena. They are skilled and courageous beyond measure. Brave one, step forth. You could well. Brave one.
Oh, it's Crisis Leo. Wasn't this the one that like Mide talked to that was like on the verge of dying in present time?
Are you calling out to me, Lion? That's right. I am. You have an unusual aura about you. I have not seen such a blazing soul in a very long time. The blazing star of Castrum Kremnos has drifted far from us. All that remains is a dim candle on the verge of being extinguished.
I think you're right.
The aging and feeble king is plotting something unspeakable. One that seeks to
Oh, it was the king.
Nikador's divinity. Their soul.
No wonder why Mide killed
Kremnos.
but he was clearly like too late.
We need salvation. We need a champion.
That's crazy.
To reignite our home. I did not come to save anybody, Old Lion. I'm here to answer a call. To crush greed and foolishness once and for all. Perhaps that's what we desperately need. Forge on then, warrior. Heed the call. I am elderly and weary, but I shall watch you depart and pray for your victory in every battle encounter.
Okay, based off of what I know up to this point, this king, I forgot his name. What is it? King, like, whatever King Mide killed is like almost reminding me a little bit of King Desrin, because I feel like the Black Tide is supposed to also be the equivalent of like Honkai energy
Take it and amuse us.
and forbidden knowledge
Lord
in
Knight.
Genshin. And King Deshret was like the reason
Bust.
why forbidden knowledge like seeped into his civilization and like ruined everything.
Time to twirl.
It almost like feels similar.
Time to twirl. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
It's always men
Lord
ruining
Knight.
shit. That's
The
T.
calling you're heeding.
That's T.
Comes from the depths of this city. We're close. So close, in fact, that I can hear the whispers in my ears.
Oh, they're all dead.
Such carnage. Whose desires does this festival truly serve?
A beast that has lost sight of its target and is now guided only by its innate bloodlust.
Lord Nias, now that we're at the very heart of Castrum Kremnos, it's time to let you in on our goal here. While we do not expect you to work with us, we do not wish for conflict either.
Castery said, I'm gonna tell you what our plan is, and we don't want to conflict with you, but if I have to touch your back and kill you with one touch, I will.
Speak.
We came here to find a way to destroy Nikador. We received intel that the Titan of Strife had lost their reason and is now trying to create an immortal vessel for themselves. If we do not stop them now, they will pose a grave danger to the future generations of Amphoreus.
Grave danger, you say? Our goals are not in conflict, girl. Find the Titan, and we can both get what we came for. Better off forgotten.
The souls of the sacrificed are still wandering this hall. I hear their endless bemoaning. Their senseless deaths have left them wronged. Their mournful wails echo endlessly. Perhaps I can learn something from their cries. Reveal yourself, O warrior spirit. I know that you have yet to rest. I ask for you to guide us. Let us see what you once gazed upon. Let us hear what your ears once heard.
You can rouse the dead.
No. I can only summon souls that haven't fully passed on.
No time for that,
All ye
NBC.
who cannot rest in peace. Tell us, what have you heard?
Do we really just leave them like that? The putrid stench of decay here is almost too much to bear.
Yes. Didn't you hear? This is part of the ritual. We need to offer
Oh, she's
up
crazy.
sacrifices to the Titan.
Keep the challengers coming and have them fight till the end. Only by letting Nikador revel in the chaos of war can we control their descent into madness.
Fabricating a spurious war in an attempt to calm the Titan. Nikador has indeed lost their will.
This barbaric method of theirs clearly proved to be effective. The soul can reveal even more to us.
What's wrong, girl?
Guiding souls takes a lot of energy. But I'm fine, Lord Nias.
That's lava. How the hell do I get around that?
Oh, restless soul. Tell us, what have you heard?
Can she not, like, kill herself in the process?
How much longer is this festival going to last? What is King Euripon waiting for?
Be patient, for our plan is still underway. Stealing a Titan soul is no easy endeavor.
Oh.
The priests are already working as fast as they can.
Priests captured from other city-states. Who can guarantee their loyalty? I say we punish one of them so they know to behave.
Sealing a Titan's soul. Could it be the sword vessel in Lepos's ballad? The one that Cartonus crafted himself.
Foolishness. Perhaps now you begin to understand the weight of that term. They are fighting against the unseen. They have no time for the folly of mortals. Cowards. They are afraid of losing their faith and guidance.
Lord Nias, you seem to know a lot about that Titan.
The whispers I'm hearing may very well be from Nikador themselves.
They're beckoning to us from the other side. Continue to guide us through, O wandering soul.
Thank you for the hydrate.
The next one. I need to last till the next one.
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Big diamond.
Lost souls. fine, mister. There's no need to worry.
Well, if you're coughing like that. I know at least 3 other people like you who cough like that, and they stress me out all the same.
Lost souls. Tell us, what have you heard?
Have you heard? King Europon's advisors are coming up with a plan to launch an all-out attack on Akama.
With just a handful of soldiers we have, they're absolutely out of their minds.
It's always the bronchitis.
That's the long-term plan. Our priority for now is still to complete the God King's project.
So their plan to attack Akama was conceived that long ago?
Looks like it wasn't Nikador's idea.
I knew it.
Lord Anais?
I've long suspected that you two are not from here. No, not just that. You're not from this era.
Not him clocking us.
Is it Onyx? No. They would not be capable of such power.
Calm yourself, mister. I believe he has no ill intent toward us. Your guess is correct, Lord Nias. We are not from this era. Someday in the distant future, a mad Nikador will drive our companions and our homeland to the brink of destruction. The reason we came back here is to find a way to prevent Amphoreus from falling to its doom.
Their madness will last for thousands of years. The destruction created by human folly is more than anyone could imagine. It so happens that we have the same goal.
The souls are still lingering here. Let us keep going.
Ma'am. Not the Baiji XB. Hold on, you are
push
rotted
yourself.
for that.
We're almost at the end. I can sense it.
Who came up with this? Seriously, go rewrite it.
I did it. I don't know why those puzzles in particular, I always, like when I can complete them without hints, I feel the smartest. Like, I feel so triumphant. Like, I did that.
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl! Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
How did I know that this chest out in the open was gonna be stolen by this thief ass bitch? How did I know? Get back here with my chest. I do like Bartholos's like design though. It's kind of cute. I almost onto the lava snatched by Thanatos' hand. Speaking of which, is lava governed by Thanatos or Lady Fagosa? What were the people of Castrum Kremnos thinking when they built their city here? Even if they really enjoyed having their feet scorched, I think they'd at least add railings to their bridges. If it hurts to be curious, and you see a treasure chest, can you suppress that rising impulse to open it and see what's inside? You don't look like someone from Castrum Kremnos. Could you be a warrior here, participate in the festival? You could have just remained silent if you didn't feel like answering instead of spouting rubbish. Even if I'm new around here, I'm about to be trifled with. Oh, okay. You didn't have to start a fight with me. It's completely unnecessary for what you did.
I don't have time for games.
You know what, Dylan? I don't know. They should have hired me for Bartholos's voice. Oh, I did such a good job.
Open sesame. Time to twirl.
I hit the mark.
Do you know who this big diamond?
Let me compensate you. I do enjoy it. Like, he's annoying, but like in a good way. You sure got some skills for someone who talks tough. I may not be a match for you, but Talanton will surely punish you. Give me the chest! Hold on, let me just purify the heavenly principles really quick.
Oh, restless soul. I'm fine. Lost souls. Tell us, what have you heard?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. Their divinity was split into 5 parts, but we're missing one fragment.
Strife.
Oh God, King, where did you lose your reason? We will keep searching for it. We must find it.
You wanna know? You wanna know who stole their reason? Walt and Bronya.
I never knew ferrying souls stuck in limbo could bring this much pain. If only death didn't exist in this world. That way, they wouldn't have to linger here. And I wouldn't have to suffer.
You don't have to listen to these spirits any longer. We've learned enough from them now. The people of Kremnos have tampered with Nikador's soul in some way. What we need to do is find the place of the blasphemous act. Stay strong. We have not reached the end yet.
I'll be fine. Just give me a few moments. Let me send this lost soul into the gentle embrace of death. The other side is beckoning to you. Go on, lost soul. Rest in peace.
And then this is where we get a cutscene of her with her scythe, and then she's dancing on top of like a thin layer of water, and she's basically performing the sending. And at the end, she goes, "You know who?"
That will do. I am sorry that you had to witness my earlier outburst.
I understand your pain, child.
And then you just hear us in the background being like, people keep dying and Casterus keeps dancing. People die and Casterus dances.
We are nearing the place where they cast and cut the souls. It is likely no one survived this far in the festival. Stay alert.
Well.
Titan's kin. Be careful.
Warrior entry forbidden. Has it lost its
Ooh, that
sanity?
voice?
What a split. So indestructible.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Dread.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl! Me! I don't have time.
Me.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Is it dealt with?
Herta!
No, I doubt it'll be that simple.
Split soul.
An experiment. King Eurupon wanted to strip Nikador of his divinity and seal it within an intricate vessel for all eternity.
E0S1, by the way.
That's how he would immortalize Nikador's divine body. Of course, he had to test it out on a Titankin before going on to remold the Titan. The answer is very simple.
Was he an experiment too?
Because the fragments of Nikador's soul are sealed in these statues. The calls that I've been hearing are coming from them.
Naeus is very sus.
As long as we reassemble their soul and unite their divine core, they will recover their dignity as a Titan. You will then have a chance to triumph over them in battle.
Hi, Tony. How are you feeling?
Indestructible body.
We finally found the root of everything. I'll find a way to stall it. To Titankin that have lost all reason, death is as intoxicating as nectar is to bees. Please, you must find a way to make Nikador's soul whole again. It is only by fixing this point in history that we can salvage the future of Amphoreus.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay. Casterus, please! You're about to kill us in the process!
Unbelievable. This dark and derelict place. Is this the future of Kremnos? History has taken a wrong turn and must be set on the right course once more. Much time has passed, yet the Titan's soul remains fragmented. That covetous king and his servants would have turned to dust by now. Their scheme that once unfolded here has likewise been buried with them. You and I are both here to bring an end to this absurdity. So join me, comrade. Let us bring death onto that Titan. The sounds of battle. That's... So... there are mortals who fight against fate, even in this hopelessly bleak era. I am impressed, but strength alone will not help them destroy an immortal body. That's why you and that girl went back in time seeking answers. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, reason. There are only 4 soul-forged statues here. If they did split Nikador's divinity into 5 parts, there is still one fragment of the soul that is missing. Agreed. Come, help me piece together Strife's divinity.
Nikador's soul has been severed into 4 parts by Kremnoans and is sealed into the 4 statues in the soul forging zone. Insert the giant swords in these statues' hands into the base to release one of the fragments. Use the hand of Zagreus to grab the charging device and place it into the foot of the statue. Then using Aronix's prayer to rewind space-time, letting the giant sword in the statue hand return to a complete state. Holy shit. Like, oh really?
This is pure genius in it.
Let me get rid of these. Mem.
it's me we're talking about.
Amazing. Oh, I need to turn off. I need to open a menu.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Hot in my room. Okay, now that they're taken care of, we can go. Well, I can't go there. Where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh. Oh.
I can hear. A part of Nikador's divinity is sealed within this.
We shall hereby seal the God King's courage within this sword vessel. A testament that they have never once retreated from a battle, even against the formless black tide from beyond the dense fog. They alone have raised their sword and faced the enemy head-on.
Nikador's courage, break free from your shackles and return to your divine body.
Voices are starting to pour in.
Okay. So now this should work.
We shall hereby seal the God King's honor within this sword vessel. A testament that they have never plunged their divine lance into an enemy's back. Even when enemies close in from all sides, they have never conceded to evil schemes, fiercely guarding the warrior's dignity.
Nikador's honor, break free from your shackles and return to your divine body.
Okay, the base is good there. I need the hand. I think it's over there. I think the. Welcome back, Nicole.
I am listening. Go on. Tell me.
The body of the. Oh. God damn.
We shall hereby seal the God King's tenacity within this sword vessel. A testament that their will is unyielding in the
not to corrupt the wills of other gods. They stand tall and upright in defiance of the turbulent fog, even till today.
Nikador's tenacity! Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body!
So that's 3. I need the base for that one. How the hell am I getting to? I know, isn't it wild? They really just said like, oh, let's just like mess up a god. Okay, I have a feeling that maybe we need to go through this door. Maybe I'm completely... Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I need to switch it back to the other time. Okay, now we go back to the book. Just kidding, we don't go back to the butt.
Divinity exists within this statue. Tell me everything that happened here.
How you're feeling about all the dungeon puzzles? I don't mind them. I feel like I like the concept. I don't know if I would have had it been this extensive for a main story, because I feel like it, I don't know, if people take too long on it, I could see how it kind of would kind of like break people from the immersion of the story. But I personally like them, so I don't really care. Okay, so I think now...
sacrifice within this soul vessel. A testament that their final words before sinking into dormancy were a vow to defend the world against the Black Tide. They used their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
Nikador's sacrifice! Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body!
We're now left with the final missing fragment of divinity. I believe I know where it is.
Is it inside?
Lord Nias, are we almost there?
Yes. There is just one last thing to do. No one knows when the Black Tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphoreus' borders, Nikador was the first Titan to venture forth during the battle against the Black Tide. Their sanity began to slip away. In their prime, the Titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash. Yet they could not sever the root of this corruption. They battled the Black Tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it. Before their divinity could be completely corrupted, they removed a part of it.
It's gotta be him.
Could it be?
The fragment of divinity that they stripped away. The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their body, and fulfill their sacred mission.
Oh, that's crazy. You're a part of Nikador?
All of these, they're...
They represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally put an end to everything.
Lord Nias, what do you intend to do?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They are all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of these soul fragments has led me to a conclusion.
You know, this like really vaguely reminds me of how Ruka Devada took a small piece of her branch from the tree and crafted it into Nahida because it was like the only pure like part of her left because of the corruption from the forbidden knowledge.
Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation.
What can we do then?
There is only one option. The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole once more. You will go into battle with a Titan nearly at the zenith of their powers. And when that happens, the glory of slaying a god will also be presented before you.
What about you, Lord Nias?
I will return to where I came from, and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more. In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption. An inevitable course of action, if we hope to end this madness.
You are willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness.
This is my purpose. My origin. I am no mortal, and I do not fear death. Even so, will you still weep for me?
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
While we haven't known each other for long, I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before I go. Do not detest your talent, and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent, because all things eventually fade to dust.
No!
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world. What an irony.
Civilizations only grow under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering, yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding and tall.
Damn, Nias is spitting truth after truth.
He knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps he can be your inspiration. If you die by my lance, then there's no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue the fight against the Black Tide.
On behalf of all the Chrysos heirs, I promise you.
I am Nikador, the Lance of Fury, the messenger of turmoil, and the embodiment of strife!
Oh my god.
Remember this! I am the scar that this world needs!
This VA deserves the biggest raise on the planet. That was so peak. Are they for real?
What? They've returned!
The timelines are clashing!
Best me! Grabs me an egg! Symphony warrior! Corpus Penis!
So, this is Nikador's true form. It's incredible.
It looks so good!
Well done on them. I was prepared to fight till the end of time.
Okay, wait. Can we just take this music in for a second? This is epic. Like, I literally feel like if I fail this fight, the world is like going to cease to exist. Also, Fox Guy, thank you for the follow. And Kazuha, hello, hello. Is TikTok officially gone? Bro. I don't think TikTok's gonna be gone until tomorrow. It's only 10:30 for me though. I love the design with like, I like the design originally, but I like that we've fought Nikador. This is the third time now, and every time we fought, he's gotten like an upgraded version.
What's wrong? The door to a whole new world.
Reducing the HP of Conquer or Be Conquered restores the corresponding character's max HP. What the fuck?
Can't lose this one.
That's crazy.
You must be honored to meet me. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Huh. It's all yours.
No dirty tricks. Watch your head.
All at once? I don't have time for games.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Time to twirl! You've just got to expand your thinking. Time to twirl! Curiosity is an endless riddle, but the answer is nothing but a ball.
I love her ultimate animation.
Overcome the curse of immortality. Destruction shall be your reward.
Raise barriers of the unknown and watch them crumble.
Watch your head. All in.
Adventurine is working overtime, baby.
No dirty tricks.
Oh my god, again.
I promise you, Lord Midas, your nightmare will be over soon.
You've just got to expand your thinking. Time to twirl! Curiosity. Endless riddle. But the answer is nothing but a void. Time to twirl!
815K?
Never seen the door to a whole new world.
Bring it, extra strike! Once and for all, victory is at hand! Time for the final blow!
Oh my god.
Master,
Now,
What is that? Wait, did Tribios just create like a barrier thing? Oh, that was OP.
No longer must one wield a sword. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife.
That was OP. Is that the core
It's
flame?
finally over. Nikador's core flame.
time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last Titan fell. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold in the prophecy.
The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar now that its Titan is gone.
You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet.
What's next?
I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that'll illuminate our path onward.
You spoke with Nikador.
They were protecting the world from something.
What did they say? Please. I need to know.
Not now, Lord Mighty. I'll tell you everything once we return to Akuma.
Aglaya mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Mighty, do you...
This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for?
But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them.
I love the two of them so much.
If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now.
A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision so easily makes it seem like this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know? Come with me then, Core Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return.
Are you alright, Finon?
I don't think I felt anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I had assumed that bearing the core flame would take a lot more out of me. In any case, let's return to Akuma and share news of our victory with the two demigods.
Leave friend, return together? Aren't you coming with us, Castries?
Go with the rest, mister. I will catch up with you later. I would like to talk to Lord Nias again. One last time.
Oh.
Lord Nias.
This is so pretty! Oh, I have to screenshot this. She's actually gorgeous. She's like actually so pretty.
Lord Nikador. Can you hear me?
Okay, can I be like an HI3 nerd for 2 seconds? This shot in particular, I see so much of Aponia. It's actually crazy. Like the etherealness with like the butterfly motif is truly like peak Aponia.
I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace. But you are the only one with answers to my deepest doubts. So, forgive me for disturbing you. Please tell me. Do you know where Thanatos is? I must find them. The half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it back from them. I see. So even the Strife Titan has never seen death in the flesh. I will continue this arduous journey, even if I must travel to every corner of Amphoreus. I understand. The Chrysos heirs will fulfill the promise we made, and see your unfinished work to its end. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you, the bringer of strife into this world. But it's a good thing it's just me here. No one else can see what you look like in the final moments of your life. Poets will still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption. the god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death, to a sweet land full of blossoming flowers. Farewell, Titan.
1 down, 6 more to go. I assume we're probably gonna get 1 core flame per patch.
They're back!
Since they're like splitting up the story among like every single update.
We completed the mission, Treeby. No broken limbs or severe injuries. Just a fiery core flame in the palm of my hand.
I can feel the core flame's warmth. Well done, Finan. It has been far too long since Amphoreus last saw the birth of a demigod. Having you take Nikador's place will surely invigorate the spirits of those in the holy city.
I want to be honest about this. I believe Mighty is the better candidate. He was once the crown prince of Kremnos, after all, and much of his lifetime was spent fighting alongside Nikador. He is more worthy of the title of Strife than I am.
You have thought much about this, sweet child. But there is one thing you overlooked. The qualities you've mentioned are very likely the reasons my Demos refused this core flame. I do not doubt his strength and talents. In fact, he must have imagined himself becoming a god 1,000 times over. But he turned it down because he does not want to lead his people down the same path again. So I will ask you once more. Have you made up your mind, Finan of ID's Elysiae?
I am ready for this. I will shoulder the burden of divinity.
Finan becoming a demigod, let's go.
I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
Very good.
This day has finally come, Snowy. You've been wanting this all along, right?
If the prophecy hadn't found me back then, I would still be roaming the world aimlessly. Right now, though, I live for the sole purpose of dedicating myself to the mission of the Chrysos heirs.
I never once doubted your resolve. This time tomorrow, the Chrysos heirs will gather at the Vortex of Genesis to surrender the core flame that once belonged to Nikador, the Lance of Fury. Remember, this is unlike the unchanging rites our priests perform. No one knows the true cost a mortal must pay to accept Strife's divine authority. Your road ahead is still full of uncertainty. Use this time to properly rest, Finan.
I understand. Until tomorrow, then.
It's so peaceful, as if nothing even happened. We're protected by 2 demigods, after all. The people of Amphoreus must have extraordinary spirits to be able to enjoy their lives, even in such troubled times.
They have Aglaya and Treeby to thank for that. It is because of their protection that the citizens are able to enjoy peace. Where did Mighty go?
He was exhausted, so he already went back to rest.
Our victory might not have been possible without your help. I'm sure you've heard enough words of gratitude, but it's only right that I... Right! It would be the first time I thanked you, so... Thank you for your help, Miss Mem? Aglaya will gather us at the Vortex of Genesis this time
Not the Miss Mem.
Where we'll perform a ritual to surrender the core flame. She only mentioned the Chrysos heirs, but if I invite you to, I'm sure she'll welcome your presence.
Is there anything else we should know about this ritual?
What Aglaya said, no one can predict what's going to happen, because each Titan's divine authority is unique. That's why I hope both of you can be there tomorrow. It'll bolster my confidence.
Not fine on Buddy.
That's settled then. The night's all yours, but get some rest before tomorrow's ritual. I should also take this time to sort out my thoughts. I'll see you soon, my friends.
Did you pick up on that? He seems troubled. I guess it's understandable, seeing as how he's about to experience something extraordinary. The Titans may only be the local gods of Amphoreus, but a mortal ascending to something else altogether sounds like a lot to take in. So much happened in such a short time that we haven't even had time to consider our own predicament. Our car's scrapped, we've lost contact with the crew, and everything beyond the sky is taboo here. I'm gonna lose my login streak is crazy. It's a pity we can't send March a message so she could help you finish your dailies. The way he played along with it is actually insane to me. Oh my god. Like, be for real. Once Finon's Ascension ritual is over, we should start working out these problems of ours. For now, let's just head back to the bath chamber and rest. That's so, like, honestly, priorities. No, because, like, honestly, priorities. That's tea. The first thing I would probably think about if I crashed like they did was, fuck, how am I gonna do all my gacha dailies tomorrow? Like, forget worrying about, like, how I'm gonna survive. Exhaustion envelops you. At this moment, no god of Amphoreus could pull your gaze away from this lounge chair. Are you sleepy? I can see your eyelids growing heavy. Go to sleep then. If you're tired, snoozy snooze. But isn't it always daytime in this city? How do you fall asleep like this? When did Mem start doing complete sentences? No, because, like, can we hold on. She was literally talking in fractured, like, fragments of words. And now she's, like, full-blown sentences. Yeah, something is a very off. Fucking embarrassing if you keep staring at me like that. You can say more than single words now? The way she didn't even realize it either. This is either a full crock of shit and she's playing dumb, or this is like something that just happened. Feels amazing being able to speak fluently. But why do I speak in such a proper un-QT manner now? I mean, referring to myself in standard first person and all. Why aren't your words enunciated? Right, you noticed too? No fair. Since I'm the forgiving type. Besides, now that I'm a bit more used to it, I don't sound as bad. I don't remember a thing about myself. My head hurts. You know who else doesn't remember a thing about themselves? March motherfucking 7th. As long as we continue to collect the fragments of memories scattered across Amphoreus, we'll be rewarded with something really, really good. How should I put it? Anyway, I just know that this world is very important to me. Then I'll be the protagonist's bestest sidekick. So give me more screen time, alright? I think I'm getting sleepy. The light feels so nice and warm. Even my first toasty warm. I could fall asleep any... Okay, can I just say something? Mem kind of reminds me of, like, a cuter, less grittier version of Abby. And I'm kind of, like, into it. What is this? Light up the starry sky till the book appears in hands. What is this? Having learned about Castrum Kremnos' past, now drop in that strand of nameless recollection. Record Midamos' story on the empty pages. Those flame chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. What the fuck? What is this? Among the soldiers, there was a famed city-state, Kremnos, a place every warrior longed for.
There's no glory to be found in an accolade, only obtainable through slaughter.
To be crowned champion of the Kremnos festival was an honor. Okay, well, I didn't want to read that anyway. Oh wait, there's an auto. Why did it auto?
Even the god of death turned him away.
I did not agree to the auto. Excuse me, I'm reading. That's okay. Why does this book auto? If it autoed, then this whole book should have been narrated and not just like the quotations. Not auto apocalypse. You're done. See, you're done. To be crowned champion of Kremnos Festival was an honor that only the cream of the crop could attain. His name is Midamos, crown prince of Kremnos. Despite being a human of few words, news of his deeds had traveled far and wide. His tale is an extraordinary one, they say. Cast off a cliff by his father at birth, he plunged into the Sea of Souls and drifted for 9 years. An immortal body, a gift bestowed upon the man. As with every other Chrysos heir in Amphoreus, a blessing yet also his curse. The taciturn man is seated at the table, expecting me to break the silence. Before us is a cup filled to the brim with a crimson liquid. People considered it a Kremnoan tradition to sustain their bodies with fresh blood. In popular legends, every body on the field was taken.
Arrogant amateur historian.
He sees straight through my pretense. His gaze as keen as a piercing lion.
This is pomegranate juice.
The man scoffs. The reason it's called a wild tale is because Castrum Kremnos has long vanished. When their god descended into madness, the city likewise became shrouded in fog. Rumor has it that during the final battle of Castrum Kremnos, this man too took the battlefield. Cutting down his foes, fighting in a sea of blood, he drove his spear through the heart of the enemy king. Yet the tip of that spear was directed at his own homeland. A chatter breaks out among the people, and the man rises to leave. The truth of rumors, he speaks only through his distant silhouette. A silhouette of a body that has withstood endless trials and has faced death innumerable times, but bore not a single mark. Midamos, a hero of yore, now a traitor to Kremnos. I didn't catch that last line. You know what? I guess it makes sense that he wouldn't take the core flame of his homeland because he was deemed a traitor. Like, he fled because he killed the king. But really, he killed the king because the king and other people that were like higher up were literally trying to corrupt the Titan. But like the people of Kremnos don't know that. And it's one of those situations where it's like it's too late to really do anything about it. Also, that was only one. Dude, what the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each flame chase is gonna have 5 stories. Oh, this is about to be the most lore-heavy story that we've ever dealt with in this game. That is crazy. What's got you so serious? Listen. I'm still trying to take all this in. Hi, Blobby. Bob, I'm gagged. This story is crazy. I hope you're doing well. Also, hi, Nat. It's good to see you too. What's with the book? I have no clue. I was deep in sleep, and the next thing I knew, I woke up here. Since you're here too, does that mean... Did our hearts connect in a dream? There must be another explanation. I have no idea. Everything's a bit fuzzy. Let's just say it's some kind of mystical bond for now. Although I'm completely in the dark, I adore this story. They say dreams are veils cast by Ironics. Could this be a gift from them? It appears that Titan cherishes you just as much as I do. I am not reading. I've got a hunch that the beautiful star we just saw is a treasure that brings stories. In our travels ahead, we're sure to encounter many more. So let's keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. We need to collect tons of bedtime stories. Oh my god. Oh, this is where you get the other Eidolons. This is crazy. Wow, they added so much to this update. That just got me so much more excited.
Lord Finon. The core flame ritual is tomorrow.
It's got me so much more excited for like the entirety of the 3.x patches. Like, you have no idea.
Today, tomorrow, what difference does it make? It's always morning in Akima under Kethely's protection. So long as the light continues to shine this brightly, I won't be getting any sleep. Why force myself to shut my eyes when I can instead take this time to calm my mind and gather my thoughts? That counts as rest too.
Have you thought things through then?
Not at all. Everything's a jumbled mess still. I don't even know where to start. The core flame was blazing hot in my palm in the beginning, but it has completely cooled off now. I can barely feel it. Miss Casterus, does this mean I'm a good match for Nikador?
I don't quite get how it works, but if it's going to put you at ease, then I will say yes to that.
Oh my god, it does look like a Jobstone from 14. That is so funny.
Thank you. That's the abyss in the distance. Oh, that reminds me of the question I didn't get to ask. Back in the temple with the scales of justice, when Orynyx was trying to deter us, why did you stop me, Miss Casterus?
Because I knew there must be another solution. Something more important than the fate of Amphoreus. It is far too cruel and unfair to ask that of you.
You should know that I would have gone ahead if Dan Heng hadn't come up with an answer in time.
I know. We should not have hesitated then. I stopped you before I even realized it myself. It's fortunate we had the both of them there with us.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had them.
Are you still thinking about the past, Lord Finon?
Every waking moment. I lied to the two demigods just now. I told them the duty of the Chrysos heirs is all I think about now. Do you think I managed to slip by Aglaïa's golden threads this time?
No one fools her, Lord Finon. She merely chooses to turn a blind eye to our lies.
You're right. How foolish of me to think I got away with it. I often wonder if someone as ordinary as me can really become a hero. I thought defeating Nikador would quell the voice of doubt in my mind. but it has only grown louder.
I don't have the right words for you now, but I know you're far from ordinary, Lord Finon. Mighty often calls you Deliverer in jest. I don't believe he means it mockingly.
I should probably shut out these pointless thoughts and empty my mind until the hour of the ritual. I did that before sitting for Treeby's history exam. Who in the world could hope to go over those piles of documents and slates? I decided I was better off resigning myself to fate. That way I'd get more time to play and practice with my sword.
How did you do on the exam, then?
My score? I don't remember anymore. All I remember is Treeby punishing me to a full week of cleaning the Chrysos heir's bath, and no one was allowed to help me.
So High Priest Treeby can be strict too. Please continue with this mentality, Lord Finon. I believe you'll be all right.
Thank you, Miss Casterus. I think I'll stay here for a little while and keep all of those unruly thoughts out. It's not like anything will come of them anyway. The sights of Ides Elysiae, my homeland, have been flashing before my eyes lately. Those Kremnoans mastered some cutting-edge technology. If only I could separate my soul from my body too. That way I'd be able to fly my soul back to the comforting fields of my homeland anytime. That's the only place I can be momentarily at peace.
Herta POV!
An utterly adventure. Feel free to replace blank with whatever description you see fit. Oh, I bet you're as curious as I am. So, what's going to happen next?
And why does she sound like she's like a machine or in a machine?
Oh, keep it together. All that excitement isn't going to get you anywhere, you know? Why don't you follow me into another tale on the other side of the cosmos? Ta-da! Recognize this place? Herta Space Station. The base of a cradle of science. Look at all these puppets! Aren't they dearly exquisite? Let's just say I've already heard many others secretly gushing. She looks so pretty on more than one occasion. If you ask me though, they barely did justice to Madame Herta's beauty. Maybe just 10%. No, not even 1% of the real deal. Now, I'm no fawner here, just stating an objective fact. Remember this scene? Oh, it evokes so much emotion in me.
What is happening?
Genius Society number 83, asking the great Noose a question. An attempt to gain a peek into the divinity's mysteries through them.
That's crazy. Hi, Fluxy. Hi, Bobby. This was such a gag at the end of 2.1, though. Like, tea.
All right, so continuing from where we left off last time, this is where everything would begin for the genius smart enough to rewrite the history of the entire cosmos.
Fourth mirror? Who exactly are you talking to?
Why, I was just ramping it up for our grand appearance, Madame Herta.
So a dramatic debut? But what are the odds of that happening? Sure, slightly plausible, if I did manage to talk to Droidhead. But guess what's the problem? They have no reaction whatsoever.
But look at this, Madame Herta. You're standing before Noose here. Right there.
Oh, that? That's a hologram. What? I can't possibly summon the real Droidhead here, can I?
Ain't no way. She trolled us. So you're telling me for 6 whole ass weeks, we really thought she was talking to the actual Noose, and it turns out she just fabricated a fuck-ass hologram of the damn machine because she actually can't even, like, summon the actual Noose? How do I return? How do I refund?
Wait, what?
How do I get a refund on the banner?
Reciting your lines before a hologram?
I want a fuck ass refund. No, I'm just kidding. She's like so strong. I actually don't want to read.
Yeah, creating dramatic value. Isn't that what you're most obsessed with?
Not her reading us collectively as a player base to filth.
Moving on. Don't try, but you wouldn't even begin to imagine how difficult it is to send a message to Noose. And I went all out for it. Powering the audience system alone required me to reconfigure the energy supply of the entire space station. I had to switch it to hibernate mode before rebooting everything. Do you have any idea how much that costs?
How much? How much?
I'm not in charge of finance. Go pose that to Asta.
I was about to say, bitch, you don't care about the money aspect of this. Asta's just gonna take care of it. Like, literally, ain't no way you're complaining about something costing a lot of money when Asta's rich ass is literally taking care of all of the finances on this damn ship.
You don't know either.
I am Herta herself, the emanator of erudition, and a true blue genius. Why would I be holding the purse strings? That menial task is beneath me.
You're absolutely right, Madam Herta. The IPC should really be providing a genius like you with all that you require, so you can freely dive into any research that tickles your fancy. With that said, Herta herself, emanator of erudition and true blue genius. What do you plan to do now?
What else can I do? Identify what's malfunctioning within the audience system and fix it, of course.
Don't take offense to my candid words, Madam Herta. You may be proficient in many aspects, but is hands-on work really one of your strong suits? I humbly suggest for you to contact Steven instead.
Steven mentioned?
Contact him and expose how I shelled out a bomb to send a message to Droidhead, only to screw up everything else?
All right.
Good that you do. There, that's the audience systems terminal. Come, walk with me. We'll check what's wrong with it.
Aye, ma'am. Oh, but I can't walk. I can only float.
What's with your witty remarks today?
She's literally you! What do you mean? I can't even handle this right now. The whiplash of this class?
Just like the simulated universe.
Keen observation. They share the same fundamental logic and are pretty much identical in that regard.
I see. We call this referencing and not appropriation, right?
One more stupid remark from you, and you can watch Fifth Mirror reference your role because I'm going to be dropping you as my assistant.
Please! I can't. We went from being so dead-ass serious on a planet that is literally in ruin, on the verge of like extinction and like turning into ash, to this. What a palate cleanser. Like, honestly, what a palate cleanse.
Focus now. The audience system is divided into 3 zones: energy supply, computing, and communications. Each zone operates independently and will only be integrated via the path of erudition when the system is booted. Sending a message to Droidhead involves more intricacies than you can imagine. If routine trials and maintenance on such an elaborately sophisticated system are already as bad as squaring circles, then it's no surprise for glitches like this to crop up.
I see. So, Madam Herta, can you use your professional judgment to tell which zone the glitch is in?
Of course. All 3. No sweat. They'll be up and running again after some simple technical tweaking. The 3 zones are compartmentalized, so we're going to have to troubleshoot them one at a time. Let's start with the energy supply zone. Get ready, and then we'll go over.
I'm just a mirror, Madam Herta. If you're ready, then your reflection in me will also be ready to go. Brr, why is this energy supply zone so cold?
Oh, right. Simulated universe.
Pretty frosting house.
Like, when the hell did we get the Balabog?
Why else? I've converted the energy core that supplies all of Herta Space Station into imaginary state and stored it in this zone. If not for the ultra-low temperature here, the space station would have long blasted off into the sky.
But aren't we already in the sky?
You're just a mirror? I don't need you to take on comic relief, too.
Oh my god, this back and forth is so stupid. Like, in like a funny way.
Where did those things come from? Corrupted data? Reanimated systemic rust? No, not likely. It can't be the Legion's second ambush, right? Whatever. We had to get rid of them anyway. Alright, stay close and try to avoid shattering to pieces.
Technically you're already shattered into pieces.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action. Impressive. Almost.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Open sesame.
Goodbye.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
What's this, ma'am?
Looks like one of those memory bubbles. It's not worth that much attention. You'll find many more in other zones.
Is that so?
Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl.
I need to get more water.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Casual 500k.
And Madam Herta never fails to impress. What in the... How did all these disgusting bugs get in here?
We're going to need out-of-this-world computing capability if we hope to meet Droidhead. If we can't churn out calculations faster than a Yada-Flops computer, then we can forget about letting them notice our existence.
Me.
But computers with too high a computing capability tend to attract computing stings like them. No one knows how these creatures evolved from their progenitor, the propagation.
Ah, the mysteries of life. But even so, they can't compare to a talking mirror. A question on the side, Madam Herta? You have these powerful supercomputers and what are they normally programmed to calculate?
Is that important? All that matters is that they work and are able to attract Droidhead's attention.
I suggest meeting Miss Asta for a chat when you have time.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Literal but yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Literally bugs in the machine.
Bust.
So
or
funny.
Maybe I'll take it all.
Time to twirl!
Impressive. Almost. Open sesame.
Time to twirl!
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
There's a memory bubble here, too.
Why are you so interested in it?
Okay, I'll admit it. I find them somewhat creepy.
So then why are they like around? This is really weird. It's weird that they're just like lying around and she's just gonna ignore them?
It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Time to twirl!
Expand your thinking. Watch a crone.
Help me! Go from those bugs got onto my reflective surface!
Clean up after yourself. Can't you just wipe it off with your hands?
Girl, what hands?
Good one there.
With those annoying bugs squashed, We're done fixing the computing zone, too.
Not her trolling her damn mirror
These
cell.
computers will get up to speed soon. Now we're just one final step away from requesting an audience with Droidhead.
Our last stop is the communication zone?
Oh? You have a good memory. Let's go see what's wrong in that zone. Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
What's all this? I didn't think your puppets would be in here too, Madam Herta.
Unsurprisingly, the communication zone is where a bridge for communication will be formed between Droidhead and the space station, aggregating the path energy of the erudition, then firing a bond at the Eon. This is as good as tapping someone on the shoulder who's sure to turn back to look at you. Alas, our work is never this simple. Putting aside all that onerous legwork, a single glance from Droidhead could vaporize the entire space station if we're ill-prepared.
Then like, why are we doing
Letting
this?
the space station go into hibernation is a protective measure of sorts. To prevent it from slipping into operational overload and turning into
She said one gaze from the Aeon would potentially vaporize the entire space station. That's actually insane to hear.
Very perceptive for a mirror.
Mirror see. And here. Mirror
No,
do.
she really doesn't.
No, I neither have eyes nor ears. This zone seems to be functioning fine. These puppets are doing their job, and I don't see any obvious malfunction.
Things may look fine only on the surface.
Madam Herta, behind you. Huh? What does she want?
Let me take a look. This puppet should be number 2757.
How did you tell?
Shh! Don't distract me when I'm checking the puppet's parameters. 2757. That's strange.
What's wrong? Madam?
The replica personality module is off. Well, that can't be. This parameter is set to be enabled by default, and the utterly absurd module has also been disabled? Something's definitely wrong here. I checked a couple days ago and made sure every puppet has it switched on. The attack, anything, everything module.
She said, how dare someone fucks with my puppets?
No, wait. Why? Do you even have such presets?
Is enabled. Intruder detected. Threats. Come and help me, Mirror. Anything, everything, attack!
Oh.
These are mimetic remnants of the Remembrance? So they were the ones that corrupted and tampered with the settings of my puppets?
But why?
Open sesame. Time to twirl!
That's weird.
A close shave? But why are these remembrance memes even showing up here?
That's not the only one. Look at them. Number 7631 and number 10136 are affected too.
Can't you do a factory reset on them?
Sorry to disappoint. The Absolutely Not module has been enabled, so not even I get to bypass its permissions. Whoopsie.
What were you really trying to achieve with these creations?
Just some toys to amuse myself with.
I literally best character in the game.
Finding the source of the corruption can wait. These puppets no longer have use now that I'm here. Take them all out. Defective goods ought to be sent back to the repair center.
You know who she reminds me a little bit of? Like, less villainous, less of a villainous aura, but a very similar, like, vibe to Vita from HI3. Like,
I urge you to go easy on them for the sake of the space station.
if you really live a really long life, you gotta learn how to enjoy yourself. That's true.
Take a look.
Make a bajillion puppets of yourself and have them all do different things.
Is that it? I was expecting...
No dirty
Mem,
tricks.
mem.
No dirty tricks.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
If you walk close to those puppets and they spot you, they swing so fast. Wait, do they really?
Is that it? I was
Oh my
expecting
god! She swung with like no hesitation. That was crazy.
Open sesame. Time to twirl.
Watch your head.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
They're completely battered. Save for their
Well,
Interesting
never
that
strike
the
someone in the
remembrance
face.
is here.
The same goes for puppets.
a memory bubble tucked away this far in.
Huh. I think I know what this is about now. This is interesting. But we can leave that for later. Let's take care of the malfunctioning puppets first. Well, never strike someone in the face. The same goes for puppets. I'm picking up signals from more
Acheron just
puppets
deleted
somewhere.
them.
Let's go take a look.
Let's see. I wanted the full immersion, so I just decided to use Herta. Back down here.
Number 0988. The pride of my creations.
Should I even be curious?
Puppets before her were all as dull as brick walls, mundane and uninspired. I distinctly recall number 0988 being the first puppet I imbued with a magical surprise. Some other puppets that came later also got to enjoy similar privileges.
Good to know. But did anyone ask?
Fear not, Mirror. You have to remember that being a genius means you're destined to solve challenge after challenge. There's no time for rest.
Can I just be on the sidelines this time?
Oh, well, we auto. Oh my god, it's like the swarm.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl.
This thing whole ass has two phases.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Watch your head.
Time to twirl.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All
Time to twirl.
Meow meow.
It's all yours. Time to twirl.
Watch your head.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl.
Rude.
Open sesame. Watch it crow.
Wait, like, doesn't matter because she really does just like melt everything.
But don't be melodramatic. Working even a single brain cell of mine to take out foes like her is an outright waste of my smarts.
I take it we've taken care of the problems in all 3 zones? Does that mean?
Not yet. There's something else we need to deal with. It seems we've had a little tag-along all this while.
You've got quite the sharp eye, Madam Herta. Would you like us to help?
Sure. Go ahead and summon the whole team, Fourth Mirror. Considering the gravity of our endeavor, we can't allow a little thief to spoil the show. Parasite of the remembrance. Do you truly think your atrocious disguise can outwit the keen sight of a genius like myself? Once you're reflected in my mirrors.
What is going on?
You can forget about escaping.
Oh dear, this is bad. Right, stay alive, and again, I can strive. Retreat into the memory zone for now. I can always regroup and try again.
Someone hasn't been paying attention. Didn't hear me, did you? For those petty tricks of yours. Do you actually think you can slip away right under my nose?
Herta. Madam Herta, wait. What do you want with me? I'll spill it all. The garden's secrets, and what they're after. Everything. Please, just spare me.
Well, is that all you've got to say while your life is at stake? That's hardly worth anything.
This is a while.
Need a little refresher? I am Herta, Genius Society number 83, the one to unravel the mystery behind the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and key holder of the imaginary implosion pulse. Do you honestly believe I'd seek any counsel from you? Hush now. Keep quiet. This is my moment to shine, so just listen.
This looks so good. The hands, which were like the band around her, like her like thigh and on her like hat. That's wild.
You crept in here to steal Noose's memories, didn't you? And messing with my precious audience system is just a ruse to lure me here so I can lead you to them. What a shame. You're only a step away from completing the mission assigned to you. As if. Truth is, you never stood a chance from the get-go. Think I only have Fourth Mirror following me around? Oh, then you've let your guard down. Because her siblings have long been watching your every move. Now, let me think. What kind of punishment should I subject a brazen thief like you to? Oh, I know. You garden folk have a fondness for mirrors, huh? How about letting you enjoy some quality time with your favorite object? A mirror.
She gonna trap her in a mirror?
As for the length of your punishment, let's keep it mildly punitive. How about 100th of a lifetime? That should be enough for some serious self-reflection. Oh, cheer up. You can still do your part for this world while trapped in a mirror. For all you know, your weak path energy could just help me get Droid Head looking this way. Oh, I should make myself clear. When I said 100th of a lifetime, I meant my lifetime.
She's terrifying.
At long last, we can finally be at ease now that we've nipped those problems.
She's terrifying.
This is yummy.
Oh, cut that out! Those weird noises make me seem like I got a few screws loose. Put that little thief to sleep for now. We can decide who.
Oh!
Oh, sweet and venerable Madam Herta, when did your heart turn this
The audience system has been rebooted. This is finally it. After all that I have done to reach you, droid head. You better not snub me.
Is it time? Are we gonna get to talk to an Aeon for real?
The path space. This isn't a figment of the simulated universe, but a perfectly tangible and accessible space. Right. Now's not the time to wallow in nostalgia. Droid head, will you answer me?
Madam Herta, we picked up some voices from the space.
Let me hear them. Is this binary arithmetic?
That was scary.
Could it be droid head? Wait. There shouldn't be a 2 in binary arithmetic. Is this some kind of prank?
Madam Herta, we're hearing those voices again. What now? What should we do?
Keep your cool, second mirror. What did they say this time? Play it again for me. Door? Locked? No. This isn't the voice of the path at all. What in the world is going on?
This is
Madam Herta, those lads outside seem to be discussing something interesting. Wanna listen in on them?
Third mirror. Stop that nightmarish cackle. It's giving me goosebumps. Wait. Did you say those lads outside? Could it be?
Why don't you listen for yourself?
This isn't right. I'm sure we got intruders in the lab.
Is this supposed to be Sunday?
Wait! Stop! Whatever you're about to do, no, don't even think about it. Whoever you are, you better not interrupt me.
How did they get to this space station?
I must continue forward. Just a few more steps and I'll be able to see Droid Head.
Is something wrong, Madam Herta?
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking.
Madam Herta? I think you'll want to listen to the voices from beyond this space.
Wait, what are they up to?
Oh no! She's gonna be so mad.
Is this the Harmony? Ridiculous. Hoping to stop me with such cheap parlor tricks. Not a chance.
Presumptuous fellows. Who are you to interrupt?
No, because like we were like in front of Amphoreus. How? Oh, how?
Let's ignore them and keep going. We haven't seen news yet.
Forget it, Mirror. Let's just leave.
Leave? Surely you're not suggesting we stop the audience experiment, right? That's beyond all reason, ma'am.
We went through so much just to get here. And now we're just one step away from making contact with the Eon themselves. Please, you know how insanely costly it is to reboot the audience system.
I wonder if maybe they like emergency, like they like came here because of like what happened to us when we got to Amphoreus.
But if I were to ignore,
Like they
those
lost all
things
contact with
and
us.
continue onward, when Droidhead casts their gaze upon the space station, the blast of energy generated in that instant is sure to burn them to a crisp.
Okay, not too much on Welt, girl. He was a former Hersher.
Experiments can always be repeated, but humans cannot be brought back to life.
Oh, Madam Herta, that wasn't kind. I am truly unlucky here to have found the best possible master.
Enough! Don't use that nauseatingly fawning tone on me. Looks like I'll have to abort this prematurely again. But mark my words, Droidhead. I will be back for you.
Madam Herta? You're finally awake.
You two? Oh.
She's so upset.
My plan is ruined. And it's all thanks to you.
Your plan?
My sincerest apologies, Madam Herta. We weren't aware this was a part of your plan. The space station was in complete darkness when we arrived, so Sunday and I assumed something bad had happened. We continued further into the space station, hoping to find the cause of the blackout. And that's when we chanced upon your actual self.
How did you get in?
The door wasn't locked.
All right, fine. I am a person of reason, after all. You're not to blame for this.
The way she like immediately dismissed it because she fucked up and left the doors unlocked.
I am familiar with Mr. Yang of the Astral Express. But the one next to you?
Looks like Madam Herta doesn't pay much attention to cosmic news.
Please pardon my manners. It is unbecoming of me to forget the most basic of courtesies amid all that has happened. My name is Sunday, and I'm just a passenger of the Express.
And this, unremarkable passenger happens to be a Harmony Pathstrider? Do you take me for a child? In any case, I don't suppose you came all the way here just to check on how the space station is doing?
Well, we were worried for a moment there. But it's good to know the space station isn't in any kind of trouble. We're here because of Amphoreus, Madam Herta.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh? Something occurred to you?
No! I've told Himiko everything I know. Nothing about the world sounds right. Droidhead has cast their gaze upon numerous worlds in the past, and every one of them is etched in my mind. So how could I possibly not know about it?
Oh.
Perhaps those garden folks lied to you. Anyhow, I've looked up the name Amphoreus in the simulated universe. Though clearly irrelevant results have already been filtered out, there's still an unbelievably long list of generated results. Something about how the Divine Amphoreus team will swap out their current crest emblem for one in King Babaru's likeness in the next season. I hope that can be of some help to you.
Huh?
We may as well take a look at it.
I still don't get it, though. Didn't the Astral Express already depart some time ago? Is that world so incredibly spectacular that it warrants this return trip?
Well, that's because we're caught between a rock and a hard place. If Amphoreus is indeed inextricably entwined with eons, paths, and even the erudition, we're going to need the wisdom of a genius to help us. especially now that we've seen the planet for ourselves.
Elaborate a little on this rock and a hard place you're caught between.
We've lost all contact with two indispensable companions since they entered Amphoreus. And that's not all. One of our other companions is suffering from a serious and inexplicable affliction.
Shit is just like not going well for us anywhere. Meanwhile, back in Amphoreus, hey ma'am! I think you're finally up, or that giant's light is going to give you sunburn. They've been this excited for a while now. What do you feed? What did you feed them? Really now? I wouldn't do something like that. Come to think of it, I don't remember when the last time I ate something was. Forget it. You can skip the translation. I can somehow tell none of that chatter is meaningful. It's almost time. The Chrysos heir should be finishing up their preparations at the Vortex of Genesis. Let's go witness the core flames return when you're ready. This is insane. Time to jump in a pool.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Oh, Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Slade, she ate that up.
Your guests are here, Finan. We can begin the ritual now.
I'm scared.
Lord Mighty isn't here yet.
It's fine, Miss Caceres. He spoke to me already. I told him he should be nurturing his wounds, and that he shouldn't be worrying about all this comrades once-in-a-lifetime Ascension ritual stuff. So, I'm ready to begin.
Teacher, show him the way forward.
Despite the myriad dark and endless nights that have gone by, the guidance of the prophecy is nevertheless as clear and bright as the first ray of dawn. Overthrow the gods, it declared. Restore the core flames, it declared. Bear the divine authority, it declared. Forge miracles, it declared. O prophecy, forgive us for this late tribute. We, Chrysos heirs, have striven to start the flame chase journey anew over these myriad nights. The seeds we sowed have finally yielded a good harvest. The seventh core flame needed for the miracle that once belonged to the great Lance of Fury, Nikador, shall now be returned by an elected hero of the Chrysos heirs, an upstanding citizen, a valiant warrior, and a noble soul. Please step forward, Finan of Ides Elysiae. Recite with us.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Surrender the core flame, Chrysos heir.
I'm nervous. Click and hold to submit the core flame and complete your objective. Okay, that is trippy.
The Lance of Fury's constellation is illuminated. Why is the vortex this silent? Was it also like that in the past?
Patience, Finan. Do not make us question this decision.
I was about to be like, is he a demigod yet?
Lord Nias?
The hell's he doing
I'm
here?
afraid he's not the person you know, Castorus. That is a manifestation of the prophecy, an echo of the Titan's divinity. It is here to examine the Titan's successor.
That's rude.
Mortal, who wishes to inherit my divine authority, your strength and character have been thoroughly tested. Yet your will wavers if you are to inherit Nikador's relentless fight against the unspeakable Black Tide. You must accept a trial of divinity. Prove that you possess an indestructible will.
Bitch.
And vanquish the fears deep in your heart.
Did we not just do this the entire patch? Leave Finan alone.
Vanquish the fears in my heart. So be it. No matter what obstacles you plan to put in my way, I'm ready to overcome them. For our prophesied tomorrow, I will become the god Amphoreus needs.
That's very Kevin coded right there.
Come with me, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
In fear, you shall abandon your mortal body, and in suffering, be reborn as a god. Wait for my return, my friends.
See you later.
Lord Finan is gone?
He has stepped onto the battlefield to fight a campaign that can only be won by him alone.
Where's his trial?
All we can do is wait and have faith.
Let me play him.
I pray you truly are prepared, Lord Finan. I spoke at length with Lord Finan before. There was hesitation in his words. The manifestation of the prophecy must have seen this. It saw Lord Finan's heart wavering. Wherever he is, whatever he is fighting, I pray he makes it through this test.
Oh, try not sleeping. Presiding over this ritual must take quite a toll.
No.
Oh!
Will succeed.
That's so.
Finan steers his own fate. If he can conquer his fear and return as a demigod, we will be one step closer to the miracle that the prophecy promised. You must have noticed by now, every Chrysos heir here bears a flaw of sorts. Be it the curse of immortality, or the constant erosion of their humanity, or...
That's a Flame Chaser reference, babe.
But not Finan. He is a Chrysos heir without flaw, a perfect vessel for divinity. There will come a day when he leads everyone we have left, through the gates of the miracle.
Still too late, huh?
Finan said you weren't coming.
The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated.
The core flame has been surrendered. The Lord Finan's test isn't over yet. Prophecy sent an ambassador. They acknowledged Lord Finan's strength and character, but had doubts about his strength of will. He must conquer his fear and prove himself to the prophecy.
I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous. Kremnoans revere strength and military might. That does not mean we lack etiquette.
Mide, what do you mean when you said you were worried?
They don't know yet. That guy has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his past if you are to continue fighting alongside Finon.
Lord Mighty, please.
Are we getting Finon lore backstory?
Very well.
Before he was chosen by the prophecy, Lord Finon had everything taken away from him. His home, his family, his close friends. Everything he once swore to protect. He became a hollowed shell in his youth, and the blazing flames of vengeance were the only thing sustaining him.
It's literally Kevin's story!
The prophecy gave him a new mission, granting him a new life as a Chrysos heir. But which is more important to him? His new mission, or his desire for revenge?
Oh my god.
I'm afraid only he knows. No. Perhaps he himself is still struggling to get to an answer.
I acknowledge his strength, but fear is something not even the sharpest of swords can cut through. I hope you've toughened your resolve, Deliverer.
Oh my god, I wish I was on the other side.
Only a will as tough as stone.
Seeing him go through this trial right now.
Nightmares.
Alicia!
Is something wrong?
Shut the fuck up.
Don't keep me in suspense. Come on, tell me already. What did you see?
I just wanted to get a reaction out of you. Alright, I'll tell you. This card is the Deliverer.
Deliverer? What does that mean?
The interpretation is really long. Maybe I should just skip it. All you need to know is, this card means you'll be a hero, worshipped by all. You will protect this world and save lots and lots of people from scary enemies with your sword. Do you like the sound of that?
I'm gagged right now.
But
what's the matter? This is a good card.
But I don't want to be everyone's hero. I just want to stay in this village with everyone I know. Grandpa and Grandma said the outside world is full of bad people. That's why they're always at war. Who wants to save bad people like them? I can be a hero, but only our village's little hero.
Well, little hero, if the day comes for us to say goodbye to ID Silizii, could you become a deliverer then?
Her voice is so good.
Do I have to leave the village?
Mm-hmm. If something like that happens, someone will have to save the world.
Then I'll...
I'm just teasing you. Don't worry. ID Silizii is a peaceful place. Bad people won't reach us here. Are you going home already? If you're not in a hurry, should we go play with the fairies again?
Oh, fairies! Okay, I love playing with them. I'll win back the wooden sword I lost to them.
Look at how excited that got you. Let's go then. May this world never have need for a deliverer.
I'm sorry, is that a sword going through her chest? What? the fact that this is only 3.0 is actually so insane to me. Have you prepared our meals already?
Of course the food's ready. March isn't feeling well, so Pom Pom has specially prepared the conductor's special bland meal that'll be easy on her stomach. Can you bring it to her, Himiko?
Oh no, what's gonna happen? Why don't we also get her
No coffee when she's already feeling unwell.
I guess you're right. Go get me the coffee then, I need it. If she's not in her room, I'm gonna throw up. What is happening to March?
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Dude. Dude. She's gotta be related to Alicia. There's like no way. I'm a master of saying this is a mood. Why the pride all of a sudden? I wasn't giving out compliments. But hey, if you got something on your mind and can't sleep, don't worry. I'll stay up with you all night. Like, hold on. Oh! Curled up in the clear ice, the young girl remained silent with her eyes fixed shut. Although the ice is not cold to the touch, there is something particularly saddening about seeing a young girl who is so normally full of life fall into complete silence. Oh my god, what if it's a situation where, like, they're connected, but, like, only one of them can be, like, awake? And because Mem has awoken and is potentially like the elite, like the Alicia girly, like Cyrene, it's like now it's like she's taking the energy that March has, and March has to go into like hibernation. What's Black Swan's goal with Amphoreus? I don't know. She literally was with us and showed us, and then she hasn't, like, been around. Also, you know what I just realized? Wasn't Black Swan supposed to be looking after March? Like, you know when everybody, like, split up into different, like, groups? And it was like, oh, like, Dawn Hung and Trailblazer, you're gonna go onto Amphoreus. And Welt and Sunday, you're gonna, like, look up information. And then, like, Himiko and Black Swan were, like, Black Swan volunteered to be like, oh, I'll keep an eye on March. Where the fuck did Black Swan go? Like, if she was supposed to be checking up on March, she would have seen that this ice was doing whatever the fuck it was doing, and she would have, like, told Himiko? Why is Himiko finding out about this as she enters March's room? Like, there's no way that it, like, conveniently happened when, like, Black Swan wasn't in the something sus. Also, why was the Garden of Recollection trying to, like, infiltrate Herta to get Noose's memories on Amphoreus? It almost makes me wonder if it's tied to March's companion quest that we had that was related to Fushuen. like going back to what you said, like the memo keepers were refusing to help March like unlock those memories. Maybe it's because the answers are on Amphoreus, and so they were trying to get a jump start on those memories.
Nice.
So they can like permanently like lock them away. Also, find it so interesting that the Heretical Black Tide looks so similar to the cubes that the Heavenly Principles used in Genshin, and like it's like Honkai related stuff. It is so interesting to me that that's what it looked like. That story was so good. That quest was so good. Like they set up the Amphoreus story so well in 3.0, and like this is only scratching the surface. We've only met the Tribios twins, or triplets, sorry. Aglaya, Maide, Caceres, and Phynon. There's seven other Chrysos heirs that we haven't met yet. And out of the 7, 4 of them, we don't even know what they look like. The way that I'm gonna have to dissect all of this, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get these like side quests done at some point too. I feel like the side quests, and I feel like these stories that we get to unlock, not to mention the constellations in that one room that we have to read. Like, we're gonna be so busy next week with this game alone, going over everything. I feel like learning more about Amphoreus is going to be able to help us put the pieces together to the current story, more specifically of why this is happening to March. Like, holy hell, I'm gonna be like obsessed with this story. I'm gonna be obsessed with trying to like decipher and uncover all of this until 3.1 comes out.